When big change is done to you, people can embrace it by doing three things, really. One is to realize the emotional state that they're going through, to realize they're going through the change curve. Secondly, is to analyze themselves and work out what are the barriers to change that they have put in front of themselves. And it could be, as we spoke about before, it could be your emotions, it could be your fear, it could be your status at work. But by putting some distance to that is between you and those feelings, those thoughts, those beliefs is really important. The other thing is to work out what it is you're afraid of, because often it's fear of either failure or its funny cousin, which is fear of success, which actually is just a delayed fear of failure. If I'm going to succeed, I've even got further to drop. But fear of failure could be fear of being blamed for not changing, or it can be simply be fear of the unknown. And the ways to be able to get around those fears, if you really realize you are afraid of failing, then it's actually to cut it down into chunks. To use a sporting analogy, it's take every game one game at a time, take every tournament one match at a time. So to make the failure, put it into perspective and just take it one step at a time. If it's fear of the unknown that you realize you're actually scared, you don't know what lies ahead. You're afraid that you may not succeed, but you're afraid of what could be lying ahead. You don't believe the future that the organizational leaders are telling you is there. Well, then try and make it familiar. Try and make the unknown familiar. Familiarity not only breeds contempt, it also breeds understanding. So once you actually get an idea of what it's like to start your own business, talk to some other people who are starting their own business, what it's like to be in this new job that you are being shoved into at business and in the workplace if it's a restructure, and start to get some familiarity. Make the unknown familiar and chunk the future down, or the possible failings down into smaller chunks.